Anton Grady from Cleveland Central Catholic, from not too far from the Wolstein Center, maybe what, 15, 20 minutes away, a drive through the lights that you got to get through downtown. But you decided to come to CSU and play for Gary Waters. A lot of other schools were looking at you, yet you chose to stay home. Why was that?
The biggest decision that made me stay home with Cleveland State is the relationship me and my grandmother have. My grandmother raised me since I was a kid, so it was like right now, at this point in my life, I help her with a lot of things that like bills and just being there for her and just knowing I'm close around is give her like more security. Like when she needs something, I'm close. So it's like that was a big factor why I had to stay close to help my grandmother out.
You saw the great Cleveland State teams here with Norris Cole and how went to the tournament, and the opportunity to continue on with that tradition and play here, and not only do that in this program that's been successful, but play in front of your same fans that saw you at Cleveland Central Catholic. Again, it's right down the street. That had to be important for you too.
People love the Norris Cole story here. My goal is I want the best team that ever played at Cleveland State. I want to be remembered as the best team to play at Cleveland State. So it's like that's what drives me to be more successful here. I
know that talking to some people that have come here, and talking to other people who have been around when recruits come on campus, they say you're the most vocal and you sell the program more than anyone else, and it's simply, hey, here's where we're going. If you want to be a part of it, hop on board. If not, we'll see you later. Selling Cleveland State, I mean, you do it so well. It just comes naturally to you. Where did it come from?
I think it's just confidence I have in myself and within my team. I'm more in the business. I'll just say, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you a dream until you're going to start or tell you that this is guaranteed to you. I'm going to let you know it. You come here, our goal here is to make it to a Final Four. You come be a part of it. You're going to get a lot of recognition. If not, hopefully you're not on the team that we got to play on the road to get there.
And, the other thing about you too is there was some hype when you came here because everybody knew what you did at Cleveland Central Catholic. They knew about the state championships, going to Columbus every year. But you delivered on that. Last year you had a great freshman year. You got some awards from it. This year started off great, 6 games, and then you hurt your knee. Right now you're out, might be out for the entire season. What's that like for you, dealing with the fact that you've come here, you were successful, you're having success, and now it all stops and you can't play anymore?
It was struggling at first, but now I think it bettered me as a person and as a player, because I get to evaluate my teammates and basically you can say in the coach's eye, I get to see what their strengths and their weakness, and it gives me time to work on my game. Like right now, I have a strict schedule when I work out and I lift early in the morning. So it's like now I'm coming back stronger, better ball handler, better shooter. So it's just, I think everything happens for a reason and for God.
During the games, you're very engaged. I mean, there's a timeout. You're sometimes the first guy out on the floor. You're talking to everybody. You're telling them things. What are you saying during that time, and what's the key to staying involved? Even though you have an injury, during the timeouts, I mean, you're a big part to what's going on.
Just try to be positive. Just encourage my teammates to let them know we're not down. I'm still here with you guys. Because I'm not playing, I'm still here. I'm encouraging. I want you guys to have success. Because next year when you add me and then all the recruitment pieces that we got coming in, that's going to make us that much better.
As tough as this year is, for you because you can't play right now and because the team's had some losses, next year and the year after, there's so many folks that are looking at that going, man, there's a lot of talent here. Maybe the most talent Cleveland State has ever had. They've had some talented teams, had some guys that went to the NBA. When you look ahead, what do you see, Anton?
I try to look for right now, because I think if we look ahead and players don't get better for now, then it's just going to be potential. So if the players this year get that much better and then you add on those pieces, then it's like, that's what I'm looking for. I want those players to get that much better, because I'm going to work on my game and get that much better. And then our dream come true, be at a Final Four.
You talk about that a lot, working on your game and getting better. And like I said, you were pretty successful here, but there's always things where guys can get better, yet that's one of the things you're trying to do. When Anton Grady is working on his game, when there's something he wants to get better at, what is that?
Ball handling and shooting.
Obviously, you can shoot a ton of shots.
Yeah.
The mental mindset to going in the gym and putting that work in, how do you accomplish that? How do you stay true to it?
Just have a goal in mind and knowing that your goal is not going to get accomplished if you're sitting in your room saying, if you sit in your room saying I want to make it to the NBA, but you're not putting in any extra work, you're contradicting yourself. So it's like when I go in the gym, it's just I always have a goal. I always just look at it one step closer to my goal.
When you get on the court, you know, a lot of times they'll give you the ball in the post. That's where you played a lot so far, but I've seen you do some things on the outside. I remember in high school, in one of the state Final Four games that I actually did on STO, I remember the end of the first quarter, you played for Coach Kevin Knock. So the clock's winding down with about 35 seconds. They gave you the ball at mid-floor. Everybody pretty much cleared out. You just waited, you know, for the clock to wind down, and you took the last shot, showing that you could dribble drive if you had to and do some of those other things. I don't know if people at Cleveland State have had an opportunity to see you do that, but you've had the opportunity, and you like getting the ball and saying, hey, you're the guy, go to it, you're 30 feet away, make something happen.
Point guard. That was a little bit of AAU too. I was point guard, but here I think coach is going to give me the opportunity to do it. It's just right now is do what's best what the team needs you to do right now. Play your role, and I think that's such a good part about me is that I can play my role and I try to do what's best for the team. So it's like as we move to the next level, is right now I'm at a college level. My high school, as far as high school, my ball handling's probably been good enough to do it at that level. But at this level, it's probably not as good as it should be. So that's why I'm working on ball handling to show coach. I need to bring it back to high school days.
And that's the great thing about you, too, because, I mean, you understand there's things you want to do, but you understand that you do need to get better at them at the college level to accomplish it. And you talked about that hard work ethic. Seems there's some other guys on the team that are like that as well. They want to put the time in, and they want it bad. I mean, this is a hungry group of guys. Going forward, Anton, do you see that as maybe the thing that'll separate this group of guys here at Cleveland State from maybe another group of kids at some other college?
I think we have type of guys on this team is like you walk past the gym and you see somebody in the gym and I'll say you get jealous because then you like, he got up too early this morning, he worked on his game and I ain't do that. Right. So then it makes you go work out. That's how I look at it. I'm like, he got up an hour early and he came to the gym and worked on his game and I was in the bed sleeping. So then I feel like I'm contradicting myself. I didn't get up. He got up and I didn't get up. So it just makes me want to get up the next morning and beat him out.
Let's talk about Anton Grady off the court. When you get away from basketball, and I know you don't do that a lot, but when you do, what do you like to do?
I'm big on family. I like to communicate with my family, go in my room, sleep. I'm a big sleeper. Just sleep and just look at TV.
The guys on the team here, I know when you came in as a freshman last year, you had some guys that took you under their wing a little bit and helped you out. Who were those guys that made an impact on your career here early on at Cleveland State?
Tim Kamchek. He was the biggest help my freshman year because every question I had to ask, I always asked him and he gave me a good answer and just helped me better myself as a basketball player.
Anton, when you see your life moving forward, where do you see yourself moving? What's the goal you're moving towards?
NBA.
I guess that was pretty simple. It's a pretty easy answer, right? This group here, though, before I let you go, it just seems so special, and you seem to be such an important part of it. Can this group reach those goals? I mean, can this truly be a Final Four team?
This group will reach a Final Four.
It's a great way to end it.